Hello there. Welcome to our little shop. I'm winding the work week down here and had a few more hours left in the day, and I thought I'd pull this out of the pile because it needed to be done. Anyway, had a couple things noteworthy here to mention. I thought you might enjoy this. First of all, for those that don't know what this is, it's not really a big deal, but this is a funny story. This is one of the Harmony Silvertones from the mid-60s. This is the kind of stuff that kids like me, when we were in Sears, looked at that we couldn't afford. And when it came walking into the shop here, first thing I said was, "You've got a Harmony." He says, "I've got a Silvertone." I said, "You've got a Harmony." The case screams Harmony from the 60s. Anyway, so let's go back and read it. So anyway, his complaint was the switch was stuck, the controls were all dirty, the jack was horribly dirty, electronics didn't work, and he wanted to get it taken care of for his, I believe he said, father-in-law. It had been his, and he just wanted to get it working for him again. And the fellow that brought it in is a kind of regular customer. In fact, he's a second generation customer. So yeah. Sure, you want to do something for your father-in-law nice? I'll help you out. So I tore into it. And like I say, repair wise is not a big deal. It's got some high frets. We're going to do a really quick fret dress on it. Going to cut the nut. The neck is actually very straight. But there's a couple noteworthy things here I wanted to mention. Well, like I say, these were an exercise in simplicity. These were a lot like the Dan Electros. If I can get a hold of it here. I just cut my nails off. So, done with the fret work for the week. Just to show you, and here it is, March 29th, 1965. Pickups by the Roe Company. Yep, Roe DeArmond. The toggle switch just needed to be lubed up and got it working and it was stuck. But look at the shielding. This is old school. Look at the shielding here on this. The pickups were shielded. The electronics, the wiring was all shielded here. Of course, the pickups were all shielded in the cover. These things are quiet. Like I say, they're like the old Dan Electros at the time. Another thing here noteworthy I want to mention to you. I've mentioned this before in my nylon nut videos. This is one of the old molded Harmony nuts. This is the same material, very, very similar to the same thing that the old Gibsons used. And I've mentioned before that I had a friend from California that used to visit, and he was always pilfering all these junk nuts out of my junk boxes, and I wondered why, and he was taking them to put on his Les Pauls. He's recutting them. But anyway, look at Brazilian rosewood. Imagine that on probably a $65 or $70 guitar. But I've already fixed his toggle switch. I've cleaned electronics. Basically, I got to do the fret work on this and clean it up. Like I say, look at the exercise and simplicity. Yeah. What 12 or 13-year-old would not have loved to have this guitar at the time? Anyway, just wanted to point those couple things out. I'll get rolling here and get this taken care of. The shrunken pick guard has caused a few screw problems. When I was taking the screws out, they come out at like a 45-degree angle because, well, it's celluloid. It shrinks. So anyway, so we'll be back in a few. So I'm finishing cleaning up this electronics thing here. I want to show you these cute little mini pots. Look at that little guy. Anyway, look at that little shaft. This one was missing a nut. So as it turns out, an American mini toggle switch nut fits it. Well, there we go. Clean the switch, output jack, pots, clean up on the guitar. Actually set his bridge height and intonation, which, you know, it's kind of like setting it on an arch top. Just slide the bridge around and mark it. Anyway, did a quick fret dress on it to get all the dead spots out. Every note plays. Did have to adjust the truss rod just a little bit. He had a missing bushing up here for one of his tuners, and I just happened to know a guy that had some in his stash, so I actually replaced that for him too. Lubed up his tuners and got them all tightened back up to where they function properly. Some of them were wobbling around and, you know, actually on the verge of eating up gears in the back. But anyway, here we have another little Silvertone. I say not everything we do in here is you know, fretwork, high-end guitars and all that. Sometimes we get some just pretty cool little budget stuff in here. So, but anyway, there it is. It all works. Again, funny tone control or volume control layout. The rear volume is here. The rear tone is here. The front volume is here. The front tone is here. Something else I want you to notice. I was talking about the shielding on this. Of course, it hums right now because it's pointed straight up here toward this fluorescent light. But listen to this. Quiet. And there's no string ground on this guitar either. They say it's like the old Danos. So anyway, just something nifty I wanted you to see. A couple little points here to make. You know, the nylon nut, a few other little things like that. So there you go. Harmony Silvertone budget guitar from 1965. So till next time, play nice. I'll see you later.